Hey, okay, so we are back for more Nikki, and today we have the new 4 stars added. Oh, I see you. And I think I made my prediction before. There's probably going to be a tiny bit of extra stuff, maybe like one mini game or something, but I'm not expecting much to be added. So we should be good for our timing, unless they added like a massive quest chain or something. But let's check this, and then we'll look at the new stuff. A lot of likes. I guess because it's right next to the teleporter and there's an event here. Oh, very musically themed. This must be from a music set. I'm still so bad with all Italand sets. That is the maid headband top. I don't think that's the maid outfit that comes from. I don't think so. We have the little monocle one too, which is very silly for this type of outfit. I really like this. Flowing back and then flowing down. So they kind of match each other. I've tried to do that on a couple outfits. I think it's a good use of gloves like this, is matching it with flare out arms. Very, very thin. Oh, and I know exactly which legs these are. The one with the bow on the back. I've used these a million times. They're very, very good. I am wondering about this dress, though. Definitely seems like one I have. I assume it's not dyed because the colors also look familiar. But we can give it a scroll here to see. I've said it before, I do need to find an excuse to go through and do a outfit compendium for Italand review. It's just, I haven't had the time yet. I need to find like a weird time in my schedule to do it. You're a solo piece, so I don't know where you came from, actually. And what do you get for fully upgrading? Nothing right now, so I'll save the materials. Yeah, I don't remember what you were from. You might be from a chest or something, if you really are part of no set.
Along with
But
thoughts that have
let's go ahead and start looking through stuff. So, nothing new in the shop. Let's check outfits first. That's always what we do. Okay, let's do it. 3 new things. It's a... Oh my goodness. Timeless Melody has a rerun. Hello again. Timeless Melody. So, Deep Echoes, literally, I've done 332 pulls on this. There's nothing here for me to get. I have a million copies of you, and both copies of you. So, there we go. Solved. This is still, I believe, the only banner in the game I've fully completed. So, I guess maybe if you count 4-star banners, 4 stars I've completed before. It's the only 5-star I've fully completed, I think. I don't think I've double pulled any other 5-star in the game. But obviously, you're perfect. Where do I have you equipped right now? You're on life. Nope. Oh, I was already on you. I forgot. I was doing my home stuff. There we go. My purification, because you have to purify the tree at your house. You can't use archery. So I have her set up on there still. And whenever this loads, we can cast the ultimate. Wrong button. So what's our other reruns? Are you a rerun? I feel like I have not seen you before. Maybe it's a rerun of the 5-star and 2 new ones. That would make a lot more sense than what I said a minute ago. So you probably are new. I assume these fire wings are the Whimsicality. And they're not just like opaque wings that you have at all times, because I'm probably guaranteed to pull on this if they are. So I'm worried about that. This is very firework-esque. I think it's just the colors. It's reminding me of just a like shortened, burnt version of the 1.2 5-star, I think was the Firework Isles edition. That one goes ground level, but it has kind of like starry stuff up the sides like this. The top is interesting. I can't tell what this red here is. If it's like a cup over the breasts and then these stick out is probably it. It could possibly be a ribbon that's just hard to see from this exact angle. But I assume this part that's frays out in red and yellow isn't attached to the body and it hangs away, and that's what we're looking at. This is interesting. This hand is covered. This one is not. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Very long, straight arms. We have something similar to that. That's a really harsh material. It's really hard. Don't know what all this is. I can't tell this here. I think is on the chest. I don't think it's actually on the arm. And then looks like maybe a ribbon around the center here, possibly. And legs kind of look like things we have already, but that's fine. The shoes may be interesting. It's hard to tell what these are. I assume these are part of the shoe that are coming up like this. Hair is interesting. Very formal. More than I would expect for something like this. And then big, like, butterfly flowery feel for this headpiece. Which I'm liking. Even the neck piece looks interesting. It reminds me of the Crimson Feathers neck piece. And also the Encore Season 5-star neck piece. Because they both feel very similar, where they're very cut up like this. So, we'll see. I'm going to guess the Whimsicality just makes you fly up in the air and has these wings spawn around you. That's my guess for the Whimsicality. Let's take a look. After using the Kindled Rebirth Whimsicality, Nikki draws a butterfly around her, then emerges from a fiery embrace with the light of rebirth. Okay, this is a pretty good one. That's pretty good. I do like the fire wings a lot, but let's check what this stuff is. Pretty normal necklace. Pretty normal socks. Nothing too exciting about those. Some high-waisted, semi-tight jeans. They're not crazy or anything. So, all stuff that may be useful at some point, but I'm not crazy about any of them. So they're just fine to kind of ignore. So, Deep Echoes doesn't play a role in whether or not I pull on this. Right now, it's looking like something I want. But we'll see. Let's take a look at... I always forget the new button. I think it's this one. Yes. Oh, the back is very interesting. I do like this a lot. Also, we have a really big ribbon here. I didn't expect it to be this long. It's actually rolling on the ground in the back. Very tight triangle down, too. I feel like we have leggings that look very, very similar to this. I can't remember exactly what they are, but I really like the shoes, too. This is a very, very highly designed dress. A lot of detailing in this. This is crazy. Oh, one of the arms is longer, too. Again, we couldn't see this one, really, down the side, but it's straight cut, almost armpit. And then this one has, like, a double layer fan out for the end, and it's shorter. So it pokes up like that. This is very, very good impressions. Immediately, though, I'm not a fan of these hang downs. And this here. And I'm worried that they're tied to the dress, but they're probably tied to the neck piece. Because what is it? It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, actually. I changed my mind. I think, no, the earrings. 7. This is 8. I think those two are going to be tied together. Let's check. So we have the hair. We have the legs. Shoes. Wow, those are cool. Okay, those are very good. Oh, there's something on the other side. We have to pay attention. Something on the other side. These are not bad. I like the upper ear clip. Yes, they are tied together. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's something I'd probably change. So if I like make this set, I probably won't use this for it. But it's a nice piece to have because I think it does look good. It's just I want the back to be open. Everything else makes sense for... Wait a second. Why is that one arm? This is attached. Okay, that's crazy. We have a one arm full, like almost full sleeve. I might pull this just for that. Okay, that's insanity. Do we have anything in the game like that right now? We probably do, and I just didn't pull on it. There's probably a 5-star somewhere that has an arm like this. That's actually ridiculous. I love that. That's very good. And, oh, I see. The other hair is like a clip. So we have a front thing, and then we have what is basically a hair clip, so it would go wherever your bun is, or like ponytail. Maybe it would swing to this side if you have like straight long hair or something. That's crazy. That's part of the dress. I don't think it's actually attached. It's really hard to tell because this is in the way. I assume it's just slides on the arm and it's not got a bridge here over the armpit, but who knows? It doesn't really matter because, again, you can't see it as part of the dress. I do not hate that. Even the idea of leaving that arm open. Now, the interesting thing is if you wear gloves with this set that isn't this, does it override this arm? I would assume yes. I think it would probably delete that arm and replace it with the thing you put on. Because I think that's generally the precedent they have in the game so far. Maybe this outfit would be coded different, but for a 4-star, I think that's unlikely. So I think you'd end up overriding the arm if you put something on that wasn't this one. Now, the shoes, again, oh, it's even like spiky down here for the heel. Okay, this is... I'm not that interested in the hair. I think the hair's okay. It's just not the type of hair I'm super interested in. I think everything other than the hair is exciting to me. The necklace is like an okay thing. I think I'm pretty much guaranteed to pull this here. And the whimsicality is cool. What are the other colors going to be? We're probably going to have a night-themed one. So, like, purple, yellow, that type of stuff is probably going to be one of them. And I feel like we always get pink instead of blue. And every time I guess pink or blue, we get green instead. So I think by process of elimination, it has to be green. So I think this is going to be the purple one because it's going to look really cool. This is going to be green, a lighter green. And the accent color of the light green is going to be... Would they do a white accent on green? I don't know if that would look good. That's gonna be my guess, though. Ooh, it's like a dark, murky, like bluish green with some red. It feels interesting. It's not immediately as like visually pleasing as the red-yellow to me, but it's something I like. It's something that I definitely could use. Like when I look at this, I think that would probably work really well at a very specific event. Like, maybe this is the type of thing I think would work well in the 2.4 event for an event outfit, because it's got, like, the fiery reds, the dark theming. That's kind of the vibe I got immediately. So that's a good vibe to have. The legs look very similar to me. I think the red is just... I don't know, it's weird. I don't really see the yellow, because I just view it as being a brighter red. Had to sneeze there. So basically what I'm saying is these legs look like a less colored version of these, instead of being a different color. It just looks less colored, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think these just look a little nicer, but some outfits don't want the yellow, and this just gets rid of the yellow. I like the blue on these shoes, but I don't like that the feathers don't pop as much. These are really poppy because of the yellow. The whole thing is so bright and nice. I want to see the back. There is a huge lack of color on the backside. The front's got a lot of color to it. This feels very plain. So I want something more going on here. I don't know if that's dyeing. I don't know if that's wearing something on my back. But something about this feels flat to me compared to this, which is very bright. Is it that maybe the yellow... Oh, it's probably that this is so bright compared to the skin that it's creating a separation where this here, like this rectangle, is the dress. And then when I look at this one, it's blending up into me more. I don't see that rectangle I just pointed out. I see it more like flowing upwards. That's a really weird description. It's hard to define what I'm feeling right now, but it is that this one flows into my body more than this one, which feels very segregated over to the side here. So that's my problem. And how I would fix that probably is... probably putting something bright up here. Whether that's adjusting the dye for, like, this part of the arm to be red, maybe. Maybe, like, a bigger neck piece that's not strings, but solid, and have that be brighter red. Maybe. I don't know what that would do to the front, though. But that's how I feel about that. The hair, I probably like better as the very, very dark black, instead of the, like, brown. Honestly, the flower's not bad. It's kind of like a dying or dead flower feel, instead of this bright one. Yeah, but I definitely prefer the dress and shoes, I think. But let's see if I'm right about the purple. Oh, we go for, like, a crystal. Immediately, obviously, I love the, like, light blues, things like that. Favorite color. White hair does have a gradient to it. The others do not. But because it's so short and tied up, you don't get much to work with there. Some dyes might look pretty good on that, though, because you have it on the front, too. I do like the crystal-y look. I get a little more, kind of like with this one, where it's divided. It's not as much, but it's more than this one. Where it feels like, I guess the dress is a separate entity. Maybe that's how I want to describe it. This back and this back feels like Nikki. I guess maybe that works. So if you look at, like, this rectangle and you look at Nikki, it looks like Nikki is naked standing in front of the dress on these two. And on this one, it looks like she's wearing the dress. Maybe that's how I'll describe it. Because it looks like this is a part of her. And these, it looks like these are separate things that are, like, imposed over her in, like, Photoshop after the fact. So that's kind of what it's doing. And I think it has to do with her back standing out a lot in these, but I don't know why it stands out. That's probably what it is. It's this. I actually figured it out. The necklace is so dark that it's carrying the dress up to her neck and connecting it. Okay, I'm glad I actually figured out what the problem / reason is. So this, it connects it into the piece, and in these, because the necklace isn't dark enough, it looks like a separate thing that's not a part of Nikki. This does have, like, one dark spot there, but that doesn't do it to my brain the way this does. That's interesting. I don't know if that's useful information to me at all. Like, if I could use that to do something with the dress, I don't know. But it's nice that I realized it, is what I'll say. I do like this, I just don't think it's as interesting as this. It's definitely not bad. I like how structured this is here. I did not notice that in this, because it's wavy. Wavy. And this is kind of like a castle. It's like pillars going up to, like, a decorated roof. Oh yeah, and that chest thing. It is, like, a lower layer that's tight on, and then this stuff here just pokes out. So it is kind of like what I thought from the preview picture. This side's noticeably higher, too. I wasn't paying attention to that. Maybe the colors just threw off my brain a bit. I like this dress a lot. I think I am pulling on it. I'm probably just going to get one copy, though, and I'm getting it mostly for this stuff. This stuff, it'll be nice to have it in case there's, like, a little bit of variance I need in one of the pieces for accessorizing. But I'm mainly excited for this. It's not even really the main dress. I think all of the pieces in this, except the hair, like I said, I am excited for. Even the dress, I'll take it. Maybe it'll be useful at some point. Because any flower-themed event, this dress would work. But we have to look at the other one. Ashen Butterfly Hymn. And this is In Star's Silence. Another, like, pseudo-religious? This is giving me, like, gypsy vibes. Unawakened Oracle. Big overcoat that's like a blanket. And then the interesting that the dress itself is divided at an angle into, like, a tight torso and a very loose bottom part that seems to stem from the belt. And the belt isn't doing anything, it's probably just on. Like, it's just hanging there. Looks like maybe multi-layer necklace over there. No arm pieces. I don't even know where she is. Oh, is she in the drained out... No, this isn't the drained water section, like the big lake where the story ended? Where is this? I don't know what this location is. Big, tall pillars. It has to be that area, and I just don't see the water. Is there like a really particular shot in there that keeps the water out or something? So we have the light coming down from the sky, and we have feathers around. I assume that's our indication, and these like sparkles. I think it's going to be like a prayer. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a dance, although there is kind of partly... Like, the motion she's doing does kind of give, like, soft dance vibes. I'm thinking... She's gonna, like, wave her arms, kind of like casting, like, a magic spell or something. Light's gonna shine down on her. And feathers are going to, like, appear and fall from the sky, and she'll pose. And the feathers will keep falling, and the light will keep falling, and that'll be the Whimsicality. Let's take a look. After using the Fate's Oracle Whimsicality, Nikki gently waves her hands to summon 3 feathers and waits for Fate's guidance. Oh, so is it going to be similar to the Oracle cards one we had? Choose a feather to peek into Fate's prophecy. It may be clear instructions clad in golden light, an unintelligible message shrouded in thick mist, or a trail to the past, blue and fleeting. Interesting. So, I don't remember exactly how the Oracle card one worked last time. I think it's random which one you get, but maybe you could choose. And there was the different backgrounds you got. There was like the different symbols behind her. And then we also got in 2.4 second half, 2.5 second half, I think actually, the one where it's a night and day, but you choose. We're getting a lot of choice whimsicalities or random chance whimsicalities, which is interesting. This one seems to be a little lighter on effects than the other one. So it's probably focused mainly on this animation is like the main selling point, which doesn't photograph well, is my current thing. So I think it's mainly, like, the main use of this is literally just to get your daily fortune as a way so you don't have to go to the girly with the bone fortune telling inside the Great Lumi Tree City. Is it called Lumiville? I think it's called Lumiville. I haven't said that in a while. So I guess it's just like a mobile fortune telling is my idea for this. It's not bad for sure. Let's look at Deep Echoes before we look at the outfit though. Oh. Kind of maid-esque. We were just talking about maids earlier with the snapshot. Very, uptight. The type of thing I'd want... I'm thinking, like, if I just had, like, a dress shirt, would this go over it or under it? I think I'd prefer if the edges were under the shirt, but it probably doesn't, and it probably looks weird over top. It looks tight, so maybe a shirt would go over it. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe a good piece, maybe not too useful. More silly glasses. Probably high on the list of good silly glasses because they're like almost real, but still silly. Very cute. Bubbly Suds shirt. Very similar to the 4-star grooming outfit you get at the start of the game. I think... Is the one I'm thinking of the 3-star? Or is it actually... I can check that in this menu, I think. If we go to our grooming... You're the 4-star. That's the one I'm thinking of. And then that's the one from Standard Banner. Yes. I was thinking of that one when I said that just now. Let's get back in there. Yeah, very cute, very sudsy. Oh, wait, it's a full dress, I think. Because if you look right under the, like, hem, it looks like she's wearing shorts there. So I think it's a full dress, not a shirt. Which is fine. Very cute. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Is it like little chicks? Sweet warm dreams? I assume it's sheep because it's saying dreams, but maybe it's little baby chicks or something as the logo. It's a little small for me to see here. Not bad. This one I like. These two I'm not super sold on. They're like okay things to have. But let's look at details and see if there's any weird cutoffs. Immediately, my impression of this is that I think the dress is probably something I'm going to be okay with. The outerwear I'm going to like, but prefer it to not have things all over it, which means I won't be super excited for it. The hair I'm going to like a lot. That's my current impression. Oh, the hair is very good. We have this long kind of braid. Not really braid. It looks like it's loose, but just tied up. I don't know what that is called. It's something I should look up because a lot of hairs have that. Where the hair isn't braided, it just has a bunch of ties every once in a while down it. And then, yeah, the overcoat, shoes, hat. Oh, we should look at the shoes because we won't be able to see them in the other menu because the dress is so long. Little feather earrings. Yeah, the big necklace we could see. Oh, interesting hand thing. We have to pay attention to that. Oh, we can see the shoes maybe. We'll look at them anyway. But yeah, it opens a little bit on the shoe side. Kind of sandally. It looks like it does have a heel. It's hard to tell how big the heel is. Maybe like a 2.5 inch or something. Pretty big looks. Not bad, not bad. I can't. Is it called a? I know. It's like the middle toe or the index finger toe. I don't even know what you would call these toes. They probably have a name, kind of like fingers do. I just don't talk about toes enough. I don't know the terms for them. I know like pinky toe is real, I think, and the pinky finger. So maybe all hand toe uses the same thing. But it's not called a thumb, it's called a big toe. I don't know. Let's take a look. Ooh, like I said, hair really stands out to me. Oh, big tail. I assume this is tied to the overcoat specifically. I am liking the dress a lot. I think what's making me like it is how close it is to skin color. So it looks like very solid for the chest. Like it looks like I'm wearing a full piece, not a like chest down piece. It looks like it's actually up to shoulder height, which is a good look. Different lightings probably change that though. Hang on. Honestly, it's pretty close to my skin color anyway. So we'll have to see if the copy and the glow up seem like they would be close to the other two skin colors. Because that might be a thing that's kind of unique to lighter skin Nikki. Oh, there's actually a little thing that covers the front, so you can't really see the shoe. I see it. Sole of shoe seen. So, like, this dull yellow or gold with the green. And this, like, orange or yellow here is very interesting. It's not even the whole way on the back. This is so dark. So this actual outerwear isn't solid. It's see-through. Yes, you can see right here. There's a solid layer and a see-through layer. That's really weird. That's why it's so dark here. Because you're getting the solid layer and you're getting a big view through the see-through section. And the more see-through stuff you look through, the darker it gets. So it turns like super, super, super dark green or black. I like that it's layered. That's a good feel. Again, like I guessed, I'm not a huge fan of all the jewelry all over it. Because when I get a big piece like this, I associate them in my mind with elderly people and comfort. And having this much extravagance tied to it takes away from comfort and also makes it so it's not just like a thing an elderly person wears, but you have to be like an elderly queen or something. Which, this is very queenly dress. Nikki does look older in this. In here too. She looks a lot older. She looks like maybe like mid-adult. So like in the 30-40 range maybe? Rather than as young as she usually looks. The makeup is doing some of the work there, because if I like try to cut my mind to just look at like this section, she still looks pretty young. But the dress itself does age her a bit, which is not a bad thing, because you can just have more mature outfits. That's definitely not a negative, it's just something to keep in mind. The way this is kind of tucking here is very interesting. The physics on this is kind of avoiding her hip, so it makes it float away from her body, and it goes in on her hip here. Not hip, sorry, waist. That's really weird looking. I think it's a problem just because of her hand motion right now, though. I don't know. My feelings on this are interesting. I like that it's twisted down here at the bottom. It's not that the dress is off to one side, it's that the dress twists as you go down. So it feels like it's wrapped around you rather than laying over you. That's a good feel. The stuff here is pretty good. I really like the upper part of this a lot. And other than that, I think the outerwear is interesting. The dress itself is nice. I like the upper a lot more than the lower. And the hair is very good. That's my current impressions. Color-wise, we didn't get a purple last time. It's a bit meta, but I'm going to assume we get a purple this time. And I think it's the glow up. I think the actual double up is going to be a pink and blue. It kind of counts. It's kind of purpley. It's more of a blue than a purple, but I can pretend it works. I don't know. I like the hair more, but I'm just biased against white hair. I think the top is less interesting to me when it doesn't fit Nikki's skin as well. I think it looks better as a combo. Like, the bottom looks better with this because they're closer. I think I like the outerwear too because now it feels moon themed. This one didn't feel like it had any theme at all. It looked like it was just colors. This was just colors and that was it. This one feels like it's designed after the night sky, and that makes it very, very pretty to me. The dress itself does not give me that vibes. It's just the outerwear. And the big feather is very silly. This goes in the silly headwear for me. There's probably a... Well, I know there's going to be an inspiration for this dress. Like, it's based on something real life. The term that came to mind when I first looked at this banner, I said was gypsy. I don't know if that would be the correct term for this type of thing. That's a little advanced for knowledge for me. But my impression of the glow up is positive. I think maybe on the first one, I would just want to dye the bottom a different color, and I might like it more. But I do like this as a combo better, and I really like the outerwear. The hair is better, but not ideal. I think the hair color here is probably going to be darker, so I'm probably going to like it a lot. We'll see, though. Maybe it'll be like a really, really light blue or pink or something. I probably wouldn't hate a Nikki pink for the hair. Let's take a look. Oh, it's very light. It's even lighter than this one, like I said. So I'd dye this hair. Like, no matter what, I think I would dye this hair. Because I would want it a lot darker than any of these. But we do have pink and blue. I actually called both of these if you pretend this is purple and not blue. Interesting that this looks yellow. So it's yellow, blue as the main dress, and the outerwear is pink and yellow. This yellow is very egregious to me. I would prefer if this part was the yellow. And maybe the outer rim here was more pink. You could keep the middle. I don't know. Maybe just the middle being pink and you keep both of these yellow. I don't know. I think there's a little too much yellow here. Maybe the line. This line. Maybe just making that pink. Maybe that would cut it up a little. It feels like a huge section of just one color that's very, very, very bright. And I don't really feel that anywhere else. Although technically this is pretty big. It does have the line cutting it. And this has nothing cutting it. So I'd want to cut that probably by dyeing this something noticeably pink. I do like the color of this part of the headpiece with the hair. I wasn't a fan of either of those, but that's pretty nice. This, what I think is a pink with this. So this is pretty. And it actually kind of gives me more of, like... It gives me almost, like, hippie color vibes. And I know typically these aren't the colors you would associate with that, but that's kind of the feel I'm getting. I do like it. I'm just biased because it's my first and second favorite color. My favorite color is blue. My second favorite is pink. So I'll always lean towards those colors naturally, but... I don't know. I think I like it as a whole. Like, these two pieces combined, I think I like it the most out of everything. But I think this is probably my favorite whole dress. This is my favorite upper dress, which means I would dye this and it would become my favorite dress. This is my favorite outerwear. So I'm kind of all over the place between these three. It's a very interesting set. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Let's actually read the stuff here because I'm interested to hear this. We'll go back and read the other outfit too because I didn't do that. When starlight falls into her eyes, countless visions entwine before the diviner. She reads the trajectory of fate through the stars, searching with predetermined endings for a single thread of unclosed possibility. The star trails rotate slowly. Cold light descends without sound. She manipulates the threads woven by fate only to see emptiness and ruin. Only by silent observation of destiny can a fragile thread of survival remain. As years pass, the starlight no longer descends. She returns the stars to the heavens and turns towards the mortal world. There's no need to look back at past suffering. That only the present holds infinite hope. I think I'm gonna skip this because there's a couple pieces I like. I would really like to get this outerwear and hair. I wouldn't mind the shoes and the earrings. Oh, I forgot to look at the hand things. That's actually really important. Can I even do that? I might not even be able to see them because they're so small. Yeah, there's no shot. It looks like it's a couple fingers have a long nail. I want that. It looks like middle and index? No, middle and ring? Probably. It's really hard to see in this picture. It doesn't help that her hands are like curved down. I think it's probably middle and ring on both hands, which is very funny. But, yeah. I think I will skip it. Instead of trying to gamble for this, and this. And I wouldn't mind this. I would like it. Instead of gambling, we're going to try to save money, and we're going to skip this, and I think we will pull this. One copy of it. And it's sad that the Deep Echoes I don't really care about, because I do like the Deep Echoes for the other one. But let's read the description of this. A prison built in the name of love. Protection shields one from storms and fate, but also seals away the vast world beyond. Only when the butterfly flies resolutely into the fire does the final chapter of destiny begin. She travels alone for thousands of miles to the boneyard, only to ease the lingering regret. When she finally sees the freely dancing butterfly, she suddenly understands that this, too, is fate's revelation, calling her towards a storm of her own. The butterfly, reduced to ashes in the flames, chose a brief yet incandescent extinction. Such brilliance, paid for with death, cannot be replicated by any gold thread or jewel. Yet that figure, plunged into the fire, has already become a spark that falls into her heart and ignites into wildfire. 2.4 mention. I know that is a real word. So this is dead. I mentioned when I was talking about this up here that it looked like a dead flower. This is the idea that this is the actual butterfly, and this is the butterfly who died, which is cool, because we'll have both. Let's... hold on. Oh no, I can't do a good luck pool. Wait, it's the 11th. Oh, I can't buy 6 of these anyway. I was gonna... you know what? Before I forget, let's just go in here anyway. Can I buy some monthly pools, or did I do that in last episode? I did that already. No, do not buy that. What if I waste some of my 12,000 materials that I don't use for anything? Okay, yes, I did buy them. Okay, we can't do a good luck 10 pool. I see how it is. I need to save 10 pools just to have my good luck 10 pools. Okay, let's do it. So, what did I get last time I pulled a 4-star? I feel like it was 28 or 31. I feel like my mind always goes to those numbers. I will consider 30 a big win. No, I'll consider 29 a big win, 32 an okay win. Anything under that, I'll consider a failure. Because I think 4-star rates on 4-star banners are really good. I think you typically get them like 25 to 30. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, first one not early. But very pretty legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. 5. Necklace, it's okay. That is not a good sign. We might be hitting like a 35 today. We're gonna hit a failure by my standard. Good thing this is the only thing we're pulling on. Okay, let's do it. I'm watching this as if it's going to be an animation I recognize. I've said before, I can't tell the difference between the 3 and 4-star animation. I think it's just because the coloring is different. Or it's very mild differences. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1 early. We've saved 1 pull so far. Very pretty. I guess at the end, let's read all of the pieces and their descriptions. Just because we pulled the set, we might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! 5. Amazing, amazing piece. We're gonna try to use this on like everything. And then 1. So we're in trouble. I'm at a 39 potential right now, which is like the worst we've ever done ever at a 4-star. Come on, save us. Give me like some 1s and 2s and just bring it back. Get us into at least 30 to 35 and I'll be happy. This hurts. Okay, that was a 2. That's good. That's good. We saved 3 there. That almost brought us back by itself. I'm sorry for not being more excited about you, hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. 5. Very fun piece. And it does, like I said, look like it just goes to the other side if you have straight hair. Actually, no, she's wearing a ponytail. So we still don't know what it looks like with straight hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. What a disaster. So this is pool 31, I think. And this is guaranteed a 4-star here. Okay. The dress. We're missing 1 piece and we've done 31 pulls. Can we get it down to at least 35? This is 32. We're just going to skip every time. Oh my goodness, we hit it. We hit the okay. We actually got him back to back. That's so lucky. I love these shoes. The bottom's interesting. It looks like fractured ice almost. That's very weird. But the webbing on the foot, I find, is like the most interesting part of the entire shoe. That's really cool. I'm very excited to have those. And that's outfit complete in 32. We made it to the I'm happy it's okay segment barely. Very nice. Let's check how many pulls we actually have total right now, and then we'll read the descriptions before I forget. We have 210 plus. This, we have 334 right now, which is fine. It's in details, and then this. The blazing fire opens its embrace, drawing the small butterfly into the abyss of death. Its final burning is like a flower blooming within ash, leaving the deepest crimson in her eyes. As a child, a sudden tragedy took away her ability to walk. From then on, she was confined to a castle of protection, separated from the winds and storms of the outside world. Deep within its corridors, only time slowly moved on. On that evening, she twisted open a sealed bottle. An unhealed butterfly hesitated in midair, its wings trembling like the vibration of fate's strings, then decisively plunged into the roaring fire of the hearth. Violent storms roar like fate itself. Outside the window, the fallen petals blaze like fire. Inside, the girl sits still, calm eyes filled only with lifeless gray. Butterfly struggled in the mud, falls into her field of vision. Its shattered wings are like withered petals. Its soaked body still trembling faintly. Those weak flutters are filled with a desperate will to live, even though the tempest has already written its ending. She brings the broken butterfly back to her room, placing it in a crystal jar. Oh, and this is the one from earlier. Sealing away storms and fate itself, she believes with sincere hope that under her care such fragile beauty will never wither. Perhaps out of compassion, or perhaps out of shared fragility, she lifts up a dying, fragile life, yet she does not know that fate has already written the footnote of change at this very moment. The moment it completely consumed by flames, the shattered butterfly's wings erupt into unprecedented brilliance. Its entire existence seems to exist only for this instant of burning intensity, ultimately becoming a breathtaking final song. Not exactly the type of message healthy for a girl in her situation. And obviously, reading the outfit descriptions earlier, we know what happened to her, that she did follow in the footsteps of the butterfly and burn herself out. But again, if she believes she was born for that, I don't think I have the right to say that she wasn't. But we have the ability now. Let us... I should have Whimsicality. Oh, I don't because I'm on my home thing. I wanted to do this. That's why I'm on my home thing. We have not done this on video in a very long time. Having this is also useful in my house because... Oh, I'm so sorry. I can put all my animals to sleep because they all crowd around and, like, bump me with their heads whenever I try to pet them all. But now I'm going to switch back to my real exploration stuff so we have archery again. And this still has a dot. Oh, I didn't collect my deep echoes. Thank you, game, for telling me. Thank you for the pants. Thank you for the socks. Thank you for the necklace. And no other red dots anywhere. Let's check the event menu. What do we have? So Alison is here. I never say it. I should predict whether or not she's here, but the answer is going to be she's always here, unless there's like a really weird situation, like the Dansheng Island or the Wansheng Realm. Wait, she was in Wansheng Realm. Was she? She was. She was in Wansheng Realm. Time to collect. My prediction was one thing that gives materials, yeah. That's always how it is. I predicted we'd get one more free fun to play, and we didn't, though. So this will be a very easy update for me, which I'm happy about. Where are you, Alison? You are, I think this right here maybe is the dungeon. So I think Alison is right here. Like this way? It feels weird that you'd be there, Alison. This is Alison, isn't it? No, she's on this road that goes up to this thing. Okay, well, we'll go visit you in a second. You're literally right there. Let's look in here again, because there is stuff in current adventures. We did get this. Okay, this was fixed. There was no check mark last time. This. I did not vote in the Starlight Contest. That's really bad. We haven't done this yet. We gotta do this still. Oh, we have a new one. I didn't... Did I vote a single time in the other one? Because it went down the day we uploaded our photos. So I didn't vote for anyone. I feel really bad. It's probably the lowest voting this event will ever have. And... where is this? Oh, that was weird. Everything loaded this way. I said last episode, I tried to find their maintenance thing, but they didn't even release, like... Because they said, we're taking down the multiplayer features to do, like, maintenance on them. And then when the maintenance finished, they didn't release a thing that's like, hey, the maintenance is done. Which is really weird. Because I know that the maintenance is like a lie because it's just censorship stuff. But if you're going to lie about taking it down for maintenance, why would you not also lie about here's the things we fixed? You should at least make a post that's like, hey, we took it down for a week and we did this, this, this. And it can be like really vague corporate speak. You can be like, we increased the productivity of the changes made to the lookbook. So it's weird that they did like a half measure. I don't really understand that part of it. Because it feels like there should be a thing somewhere here. that says, like, hey, we took it down and we made it faster. We optimized it. That's a term you can use. That's the weird part to me. Home schemes and presets on PS5. This game barely runs on my computer. I would hate to run this on a console. Anything in here we have to look at? I don't think so. Rerun stuff. This. Alison stuff. Starlight Contest. We'll take a look at that before I forget. So let's go to that. And we'll see that I got like 2 votes in the last contest, I'm sure. Because there was only 2 days to vote in it. Past featured. Oh, that was the themes. Wait, can I click this to see my submission? No, this is just everybody. Submission history. This one. 21 votes. 29-29. These tied. I'll take it. 21 votes when this thing had like 3 days of usable vote period. Submissions end in 10 hours. We have to do this today. That's the thing we're doing for the rest of the episode, is prepping a picture. Crimson Echoes. Well, we'll read this. I won't do the contest stuff until we're done looking at everything else. And we're like ready to end the episode except this. But we'll read it now. Crimson Echoes. Even if the past is turned into fragments, those scarlet embers still burn in the depth of memory. Within the recurring cycles to protect the illusory yet precious moments, she's willing to offer everything. The past, specifically scarlet. So we need red outfits. Something about the past and memories. Cyclical in nature. Illusions yet precious moments, willing to offer everything. What did I wear? Hold on, is that still going to be there if I open this again? Oh, it's not. There was an amazing outfit right here I really wanted to see. I clicked out of the menu too fast. It looked so pretty. The 2.5 archery hair is so good. Let me look at my photos real quick. We're probably going to take a new photo for this contest. I want to see... what version number was music season? Was it like 1.9? Because when we talk about the recurring memories and stuff like that, that's the one it makes me think of. I don't know if I took any photos in that update that would fit the Crimson theming. And we are going to scroll for a while. We're at like 1,200 photos or something. So this is going to take a while. Yeah, we're still in 2.4. Slow boy. It is more speedy. That's definitely the best way I could have worded that. It's faster for me to just open the folder on my computer where these photos are stored. But the problem is, then it wouldn't be on the video. And I want to be able to point to things and show what I'm looking at. So if I found something in my folder, I would have to go into this menu anyway to get back to it. We are in 2.1 now. Slowly making our way. Hello, Alison. This is 2.0, I think. Yes, looks like all my 2.0 stuff. There was the end of the 2.0 story just now. My buddy. My son. Uh-oh. I'm going to crash my game again and have to edit the video. That happened last episode. I'm expecting it to happen now, too. Maybe they fixed the T-posing. I didn't check before the episode. Every time I stood idle for too long, I started T-posing. We're still in 2.0. That's crazy. Okay, now we're at the start of 2.0. Yep, there's me entering. Okay, and here's all my Encore season. Funny photos. Main story. And what was 1.10? This is still Encore. A million pictures with teamies, obviously. Oh. 10 was this one. I always forget what update this was. 1.10 was this update. still criminal that I don't have this in my house. I needed that. So music was probably 1.9. Was it 1.9? We're going to find out in a second. Yes, it was, because I should have realized this is probably the end of music season. I was taking that. So, do I have anything that is like... Did I take pictures inside the dungeon? Oh, this. The glitched flying land. Ooh, my outfit was so light. Pictures with my husband. Like I thought, we're probably... If I could get back to this stage, let me try and see if that's possible. And anything else? Early on, no. Yeah, my guess is I'm going to try to get back to that stage and see if it's actually still open to the world. I don't think it's going to be, but we're going to head to the hotel after I talk to Alison, and we're going to see if it lets me in. I think they probably removed the dungeon already. It's probably not kept in the game files. But, hello, Alison. Do I have my event outfit on? I do. I am a music girly, Alison. The chaotic music party vibe at the Healing Ground is so avant-garde. Nikki, I want to exchange happiness with them too and completely lose myself in the sound waves. And we're going to exit. Nothing I need for now. Come back later. Of course, no problem, but don't take too long. I need to head to the next spot. And we should get new dialogue on Second Talk. So, melodies played on the Soul Ocarina can actually ferry lost souls? Nikki, I want to hear it. Maybe the things those souls never got to say are just waiting for someone to hear. What if I play the ocarina for you right now? I don't know Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose feet were white as snow? Were white as snow. There you go. Very pretty song, Alison. Definitely supposed to hold those notes longer when you're playing a flute. Or a flute-like ocarinas. Is this new too? Nikki, I heard you participated in the tide sending ceremony. Since you've witnessed the final farewell, why not bring those feelings here and exchange them with me? Crazy thing to say, honestly. Here you go, though. Do I have all the materials you need? I don't. I have to remember to get some leather bag beetles before next week. And that's the only one I'm missing. And we have to check for records, and we also have to check the About Alison, and it's the same line. Yes. Okay, record shop. We have 2 new ones. We have Only the Fairies Know, which is 1.6, I want to say. There's only 2 songs for this. That's very weird. Pop Your Troubles Away. Was it 1.6 or 7? That's complicated. And do all this. All the ones from our current event. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. There we go. It would help if I actually click properly. Clicks are not very accurate today. And then cart, and then check out. There we go. Get all these. Thank you, thank you. Perfect. Okay. Now, I have to go to the hotel. To Flourish. Still, there's no good teleport over here. I swear. Take a sip of my drink. I think May of Grace is still the fastest. But you gotta go up the back alley, so maybe not. This is kind of hard to navigate as the deer is the problem. Maybe now that I can jump, I won't get stuck on anything. Let me up. And... hello, hello. Okay, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let me go in here. I assume I've never checked very old dungeons like this. I assume the way you get in disappears after the update happens. I don't have this table, are you kidding? There we go. It must be in the new catalog. Ability is unavailable. I was just trying to shift. Oh, you just can't sprint in here. Is it this room? Oh my goodness, there's 4 things in here. And there's one more somewhere. It's the double bed. There we go. This is not... Is this the room? It is the room. Interesting. The box is still here, but I can't enter. So they did just remove it, which is fine. Like I said, I assumed they did. The one other thing I can check is it replayable at the Sea of Stars? Wrong button. I don't think it is. I think the only things that are replayable in Sea of Stars is like big bosses. I don't think we're going to actually find... Whoa, I swear something was floating in the room just then. I think it was just an effect on the screen. I'll rewatch the video to make sure.
Like
I don't think there's actually something in there.
Maybe try shaking it?
Let me up. Is it replayable in here? That's Cloud Sea, Dimensional Rift, and it's all this. I probably have to challenge you again for a mission. We'll do the missions eventually. I still haven't done the Cloud Sea stuff. So, instead, we are going to... I don't know. Something about cycles and Crimson. I guess I'll kind of step away for a second. I will have to edit this video then. I'm going to go... I'm dog sitting, so I'm going to go take care of the dog for a bit, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do, and I'll be back in a second, same video, to take our photo and make our dress probably for the new contest. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I've spent some time thinking about it. I thought maybe this location would work, but I think it's just not obvious what it is. If I just take a picture here, no one's going to know what it is. Right now, I'm inside the memorial. I thought about doing this, and I thought about... Wrong menu. The one that I think I'm going to go with, which is... We're going to take a picture here at the Titan Ruins. And I'll go through the writing again real quick to show you what I mean. It's like the memory stuff. And then we'll have red for outfit. Maybe we could do something with the filter. I don't want to mess up my colors too much if I change them. But for now, let's head on in here. And we'll try to find a spot that would make sense for photos. Last time I was here, I struggled to take a photo because... Oh, you're just a thing to open it. I have to gigantify, don't I? Yes.
The earthiness of the soil,
and of course I unequipped
the
it.
sweetness of the spore drops.
Where are
The
you?
wind here carries so many
Do I still
different
have you
scents.
on special?
You can only find moments like this in Pizzaland.
I do. I can just switch to special. That way I'm not messing up my board. But, yeah, last time I was here, I really struggled to make it to where I could take a picture easily. And I thought about taking a picture in gigantification form, but you cannot pose. Unless they changed that, which they probably didn't. No, you can't pose when you're like this. And that is too big of a downside. So, I just need to figure out where this picture is going to happen. But, switch back to my real stuff real quick. And, is there a chest in here? Did I miss a chest? No. I got the full outfit. That'd be very surprising. It is... You can get to it from that menu. This is faster. Even if the past is turned into fragments, those scarlet embers still burn in the depths of memory. Within the recurring cycles to protect that illusory yet precious moment, she's willing to offer everything. So, next step of the process is, do I have any whimsicalities or similar that create red as a special effect. I can turn off bling so I don't have to run around and collect all these. Do we have any whimsicalities or anything that have a special effect that would look red? No. No. I don't think Graceful Dance is red. It might still work. I'll keep that in mind as possible. Radiant Lotus is yellow. And then we have this. So maybe the idea is we'll make an outfit for this Whimsicality, and that'll be the red we do. Let's do it for the first time here. We haven't actually used it yet. And the wings. Oh, that's a lot more advanced than I thought. Okay. So is this our full normalized pose? Okay, she does like a... I want to see exactly what it is. I'm going to take a photo so we can have a paused look at it. Her eyes closed. I want to also get a photo of her right as she goes, the up movement that follows it. We're just getting these so we can see because it's hard to pause. That's not bad, that face. And let's see what it looks like from the back. We shouldn't have to take a photo for this. Yeah, front is probably what we're doing. Does she end up looking to the right at all? No, she stays looking left pretty much the whole time. So we want it at, like, this angle. Okay. We have some stuff around and that. Before we even make the outfit, we're doing this in opposite order. I'm going to try to find where I want the photo to be. And then we're going to make an outfit based on that. So, I need the statue in the shot. The problem is I can't deer here, can I? I can't. And without the deer, I probably have to actually keep Gigantify. And we're going to try to get to some ledge up high somewhere. I know there's that, and potentially that, but it's too close to the wall, I think. There's that. So it's probably one of these two. I don't think I can get onto... Well, if I can stand on this vine, it might be possible. I don't think I can maneuver onto the actual statue because this doesn't have a standing position. Yeah, it's got no normal hitbox. And if I had deer, maybe I could finagle something here, but I think the jump isn't possible. So let's go look at how the camera behaves if I'm on top of this. Let me step. I don't need my feet to be showing, so it's fine. And I want to... That is not what I meant to do. I was holding shift to try to, like, step. But is stepping control? Stepping is control. I don't think I can make it up there without Gigantify. And lay down. And just turn around. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to keep switching back and forth here if I fall, but that's fine. This isn't terrible, potentially. Because I'm actually about the size of the statue. If I mess with my focal length, I might be able to make it work. I would rather be... The idea of replacing the statue is interesting, but I think it's hard to pull off. That's rough too. If Momo had a little more space, I'd have more freedom here. But I can't move Momo, like, at all right now. So... So far away is definitely the concern here. The idea that Let's try something else, and we'll also... I don't know if we need to check over here. We're going to take a look real quick. Because potentially standing right there, it gives Momo a little more maneuverability. No, I'm probably going to get caught on that, aren't I? Maybe? I think I'll be too high. Let's... I did it again. I held shift instead of control. Get down into... here. No, it was over one. Oh my goodness. Where was I? I want to find that hole I was looking through. It was probably this hole, wasn't it? I'm not going to be able to find it again. There it was. Okay. Hold this. Do I want to look exactly this way? Probably. And let's see how high up this puts me. And then we'll see how Momo behaves. Something like that over a little. That does not work. I hit the wrong button. If I open camera there, it might be able to, yeah, continue. Something. I'm trying to get the statue in a position I like, and Nikki, and that's hard. Something like this, I think, actually works. So that's the idea. Saving settings doesn't save the camera position, I'm pretty sure. This probably doesn't work for ability outfits. Yeah. Let us... I should be able to get back to this position if I mess it up, that's fine. You know what? Put it again. We're going to really look at the angle her body's at, so we know what side needs proper accessorizing. And we're going to try to mimic that in the menu. Okay. So I would say we're lined up in like this angle. Maybe like just to the left of left breast being furthermost point. Probably. Okay, now let's try to figure out where that is in our menu here. We also need a throwaway outfit, which is a big problem. Never mind, I have a test outfit still. Good. I'm smart. So the angle is... you. Well, she's in it there, but we gotta wait for this to end. Oh, she'll just stay in this exact angle. So it's good for testing. But the problem is you can't die in this menu unless they changed it this update. I guess let's find out. Nope, you can't. So before we get to anything, I'm just doing a scroll really quick to see if anything odd other than Mr. Panda jumps out at me as unavailable in this outfit. Before we go to the test and do the same thing we always do, which is make it and then transfer it over. I saw that Boldy wasn't available. That's fine. Boldy is just like the panda. I don't know why a soccer shoe would not work. I'm expecting back pieces to actually be not allowed because it gives us wings. But let us take a look. There's no reason any of this would be... The pumpkins are fine. Not expecting any of that or any of this to be unavailable. We will check to make sure. Face is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I know I skipped the back, don't worry. And body paint. You can't have handhelds in this. That's fine. I wouldn't anyway. Okay. It lets you just put whatever you want. Okay. Let's go to here. In our test, the angle is going to be like just left of the breast, like here, I think. Maybe like that? Like there. So I think that's the angle we're kind of looking at. So we're going to have to keep this in mind. I'm probably going to mess it up turning over and over, but I just have to always return to this state so that I can know what we're looking for. What order do I want to do this in? It's an interesting question. Reverting chord. New life. Interesting. So, obviously with hair, I can dye it, and most of the dye is going to be good enough. So, is there... What's my most fiery hairstyle? It's probably Chroma or Crimson Feather. I kind of... So what kind of... I want, like, aggressive fire. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. I'll go ahead and rotate for a bit because we're just looking at random stuff. I want, like, wildness as the main theme. So, like, pieces that are, like, torn up and messy are going to be a higher priority. This hair undyed is pretty good. I think it's a little too long and cared for is my current problem. So straight hair is a no-go. This is a big contender because it is naturally red too. I knew that I had a red variant. Anything else wild? Like the ends of a Rosa are okay. The top isn't, so I'd have to kind of cover that. What are you? I don't remember. Hometown Breeze. I think you were an event outfit, a 4-star, like collection event outfit. It is very nice. Symphony of Strings. Very, very good, actually. Radiant Night. Which one are you? You're the, like, the black and purple dress, right? No, you're this one. I should have checked just then. What level is the hair? I'm going back to this. I have a bunch of them, so I figure I have the glow up, but I just want to make sure. I do not. You probably don't unlock more dye, but I'm going to just do that anyway. Because I think this is the hair we're going to go with. Because it also parts to the side that will help us. Let's make sure it looks good from the angle. 3 pieces of that outfit are so good I glowed them up. Take that off. And... Oh no, where were you? We did pass by it, but we're just going to go from bottom up back to where it is, because we didn't check this stuff yet anyway. This is the Whisper of Waves, I think. Cute on the side, not what I'm looking for. Okay. Like there. I think it's fine. I wish it was a little solid here, so we had full hair there. It would look better at a little bit less of an angle. Yeah, I think, like, ideal is, like, there. And that's not where I am in the photo, but I can adjust to make that happen if it turns into a problem. Okay. Let's try to dye the base one. Do we have anything red? You are very red. Do I want... a little too pink. Let's throw on generic fiery red, full gloss, and we'll just leave that until we have the outfit set up, because then I'll know exactly what shade of red I want. So, I don't have a top or bottom one. I have less tops and bottoms than I have dresses, I think. So let's look through some stuff. Ooh, immediately. I actually really like that, I think. Why is this outfit so good? I'm gonna keep leaving that menu over and over. It's so good. So many pieces of this are amazing. I was saying I wanted to use this. Is it possible I can make this work? Because I dyed the base one instead of the one at the top, I have to scroll to the bottom every time, which is funny. Once I put some pants on, it won't matter anymore. Would you work dyed slightly to be less brown and more red? Oh, you can WASD up and down that. I think I knew that, and I forgot. What am I gonna do with you? You are the brown part. Way too pink. I have to evolve one to get the nice reds I want. Do you have yellows? Because you could be like the yellow or orange. Not really. Maybe you could be an orange, but I still need this for the others. I think this outfit's going to be too expensive to craft another of. I didn't prep for this. I know how to get back to this area, so I can leave and come back if I have to. Where are you? Here. Wait a second. I crafted you and I didn't evolve you. That's really bad. Do I not have the materials for it? What is this? They added another pose? Oh, and doubled makeup. Because that wasn't a thing when I pulled this outfit originally. Very cute. I don't ever use his makeup, which is kind of the problem. Clockwork Waltz. What is this? Decoration Radiance. Oh, cute. Okay, well, I have like a million new things now. Hang on. Brief intermission. Let's check what our new pose is. Let me just turn off save. It doesn't matter. Outfit poses, please. I'm holding something, so I probably can't. Let's go down here. Or do I have to show Momo to get the pose to show up? Because it had Momo in it. Outfit pose. Here's one of them. Oh, it's so cute. It wouldn't ever show up well in a photo, though. That's the problem. It's a very nice end pose. Now, if we put Momo on, do we have the other one? It wouldn't be like a social pose. Is it a Momo pose? Not. I'm just missing it. In turn. In grace. No, in flourish. No. Let's preview it in the evolution menu. Also, there's no red dots, which means I probably don't have the materials to evolve the outfit, which is a problem, because I already did my weeklies, which means the thing we're trying to do is not possible. Where is... This is a later outfit? When was this added to the game? Oh, is it a 2.5 outfit? There you are. I don't have the things, do I? Wait, what? I already do have you evolved. Am I crazy? Is that not what this means? Insufficient outfit or materials unable to evolve. I don't have those. I thought I just went into the crafting menu and it said I did already have it. You're a different outfit. I clicked the wrong one. There you are. Okay, there we go. So what do I need? That's doable literally right now. But first things first, we have to find Wishfield, Exploration, Shooting Star, Firework, Eerie. You. Show me the pose. Where is it? It's this. It's a photo prop. Is that what these are called? Or am I crazy? No. They have, like, a different outline. What does this mean? An effect that can be used when taking photos. It's an effect? What's an effect? The next question is, what's an effect? Does that mean sticker? No. What's this at the top? Video mode? There it is. I saw there was a third thing. Framed moments. It's just like a scene? Oh. This is a weird menu. Why is this its own thing? That has to be like a weird problem with the engine or something, that this specific thing doesn't work in normal photos? I can't turn or anything, so you have to set it up from the start. That's so weird. Track you in the boneyard, please. We are going to collect those 5 beetles, which shouldn't take forever. Craft this outfit, dye it red, and we're committing to this top because I've spent time collecting things for it. And I wanted an excuse to wear it. I think we're going to have to add some outerwear to add flair to it. It's pretty wide, but still. That's not what I meant to do. I can't get out of this. Wait, I can. New secret technique just unlocked, by the way. Open the banner, and you all beetles? What are you? You're not the one I'm tracking. I thought the beetles on the wall were... You are leatherbug beetles. Come here. What do you say? How did that miss you? You were listed on the thing. Okay, I only need one more. I don't even remember what I was saying. That broke my brain. We're using the new outfit. We're going to have to put outerwear on to kind of spruce it up a little because it's not going to be solid. It's not going to be flowy enough, probably. Even though the outfit is kind of like loose and baggy at parts. Come on. These beetles are actually kind of annoying, so I want to get all 3 of these, even though I only need 1. Again, giant net, amazing. I know now there's the 5 stars that do this. At least one. One from 2.5. But I still am big fan of giant, silly net. Can I talk to you? No. Okay. I still have my stamina for today, so let's get Terra Gem Fresh. Wrong menu. 4 days, and I did that already. So we're good. Yes. Terra Gem Fresh. You're fresh, right? Yeah. I need 40 of these, which is how much stamina? That's 8 of these? So I need 320. Which is 2 of these. I'll take an extra 5, I don't care. I'll use them for something eventually. Craft this. And go into evolution. We do have mail. I'll check that that isn't something weird. Evolve you. Perfect. I assume the top's the only piece we're using out of this set. But all the others I am happy to have because I love this set. Server maintenance compensation. Sure, thanks. And we do have to travel all the way back to where we were. I have to get back open my gigantic thing. Realistically, I guess I should have waited because what if I need another material? I'm gonna run back anyway. This is going to be the longest episode in the world. Because I'm an hour and a half in, and I haven't started making the outfit, if you don't count me picking out 2 pieces.
I can't believe I
Let me in,
stunned that
please.
behemoth with my shout alone. How come Momo
I'll
is
take a sip of my
fine?
drink while we wait. The dust is such a cool effect. Okay. Let me in. All the way over. Oh, I double tapped too fast there. I didn't keep my momentum. Like I said, I'm out of practice. I used to be okay at momentum. And then I lost my touch. Okay. Standing here for luck. Test. Remove. Hair at the bottom. Somewhere. I will actually save this time, so I don't have to reselect that hair every time. Which one would die better? Probably this one would just die better. It's closer to what I want. So, now I have all the dye unlocked. So we have these as colors we can go on. And then this. I think I'm liking that one. Maybe I'll go with super bright. Something like that. The cage around itself. I'm gonna not dye the rest of this set till I have pants picked out, I think. And maybe even outerwear. So, sort by recent and get out of the dye menu. I would like open leg flowy. So I think I'll just run past all the stuff that isn't that. Because even with like short dresses, I don't think they're going to be flowy enough. That is something. This is definitely something. I will keep this in mind. This is the 2.0 dancer. It's definitely our number 1 right now. It's not as much leg as I wanted, which means I will be more limited. Yeah, I think that is what we're going with. I should have 3 versions of it though, right? Because I should have... No. I don't have... No, I do have 2 versions. Because I pulled Born Flawless with this. Where's my upgrade? Is this another set I never upgraded? I just never glowed you up. All of my materials are gone. I love this set. I use it for literally everything. How have I never upgraded this? This top is like one of my favorite pieces in the entire game. I guess just because I didn't use this color for anything, I never died for it? Oh my god, I did it again. I'm sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's put the hair on. Now we're officially actually wearing pants, so we'll be able to save our outfit. There. And our top. Not you, you. Not you, you. Okay. Now we have to match the colors to this. Oh my goodness. I have to get my hand off the keyboard. I keep touching, like, W and moving up. Is this red really the closest? Let's re-examine our red, maybe? It will be funny if the red up here is closer. No, definitely not. It's complicated because there's a lot of stuff in the way. Back here is way better. That's probably the closest I can get. Yeah, that's more salmon. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. So that's our red. Now I need to match these to this. We're going to go the piece we're paying attention to one at a time. So, you need to be some type of yellow. It's like another dull gold, which is not what we're going to get from that green there. There might not be a yellow. There's no yellow dye? This outfit has no yellow dye. That's crazy. What do I do about that? I don't know. Because this is not what I want. This is like green. This is just bright green. This is all green. Do we just kill the color? I think we need a separate accent then. If we can't get yellow on the entire upper top, we need a third color. So what's our third color going to be? It's probably orange. So it's probably red, orange, yellow. Let's actually go back up to this piece here because it's very noticeable. We're going to try to find a color that I think matches this stuff well. It's not going to be purple. It's not going to be blue. Probably not pink. Green isn't necessarily a problem. It's just, it's not really speaking to me. And the problem is all the dyes for this outfit are green. I don't really want orange, though. I feel like it's a color that's too close to the theme. I want something that's a little off the theme. We do have some natural orange in here anyway. Do I hate just leaving things brown? Like, brown isn't the worst color when it comes to fire outfits, I think. It naturally is more of like an orangish brown. Maybe I will leave that as the natural. And we're going to look for like an orangish brown as our final color. Do I want to adjust? I'm fine leaving the strap this. Do I want to adjust this? It's probably close enough to the gold down here. Maybe I can adjust it with like some whitening. Oh, and I probably want to get rid of the stuff on the hands if I don't think it's close enough. It might be close enough. Do I just actually accept how that is? I don't like this shade. But I think leaving this as is, only that dyed, is the best we're gonna get here. Now, the next big step is outerwear. What's my plan? I forget, how does the pose look? Does she have open tummy in the pose? Where are you? By open tummy, I mean, are her hands in her final pose blocking her stomach? We gotta wait for it to play out. It's easier to do it in this menu. Okay, no, our tummy can show. So we'll be able to see this part of the tummy. So I don't want to block that because that's a fun thing to see here. So... And I don't want things that flow backwards too far, because they're going to get in the way of... Ooh. I don't think it works. I love this piece so much. I'll use it like a million times. It's going to be in every outfit I make for the rest of the game. This one, it just doesn't quite fit. That's silly, but can't get away with it. That doesn't work with my hair, and I love this hair. So I can't do it. Otherwise, it would be really, really good. This piece is, like, perfect. I just can't justify it. Maybe. I mean, it's got all the same colors I want. Maybe we just do it. Can I dull the top of this a little? You. Do you not have yellow either? Does yellow dye not exist anymore? Why does everyone hate yellow dye? Honestly, yeah. And let's go work on legs. There might be a couple more pieces of that I need to dye. I think it's probably fine. We're not going to see the back anyway for the actual ability. And the ability looks so good from the front. I'm not worried about what the back looks like pretty much at all. Because unlike other outfits, we don't run around in this. We just pose in it. Let's look at shoes first. How are my new shoes? I don't know. I feel like I want a little more structuring and layering and like tassels and lace rather than this for this outfit. So what do I think makes me feel like tassels and lace? Barefoot with the flowers isn't bad, but probably not. These shoes are so nice. Tassel and lace shoes. I don't even remember if I have anything. I mean, that's lace. It's not what I meant. I think I said lace. I didn't really mean lace. These are so cute. What are we going with here? Very silly. I know we have the 2.0 boots we got, which should be right around here, that we used for, I think, the priestess, the saintess, sorry, outfit. It's not fancy enough. Too much. Born Flawless, not really it. This here, I think we used on Gigantification, actually. I think this is our Gigantification shoe. Maybe. I've used this a bunch of times. I have it dyed a million ways. This is another outfit I've never upgraded. No, I have upgraded you. Where's your other ones? Pastoral, Playful, Cool. Cool, Playful. Oh, I only pulled one copy. I'm being silly. Let's see. This is really pretty dye on that one. Let's see if you have a good red dye that's just available. And again, I'm scared doing multiple dye colors like this because I feel like it messes up the other stuff that's using it and overrides it. You can do that. You have other red? You don't till I evolve you, which I can't do. So this is the only red we have. This being... You have yellow dye? Yellow dye doesn't exist. It was removed from the game. Something like that might be enough. And these are kind of brown already. I can make them more brown. That's something up here, isn't it? Or is it the dot of the flowers? No, you're this. I want that brown too. And... I really wish I had a different red right there. No. Unless I do that. Is that enough? I feel like it should be red, but it's just so pink is the problem. And this is close enough to yellow, I think. I feel like that. Let me just mess with this and see if I can get a different color on these guys. Because this isn't red. It's one of the pieces that don't dye the color it actually says it's dyeing. Which means we might be in a bit of a pickle with that particular set of flowers. Maybe we make those yellow even. Do that. Let's just see how that looks. I think the yellow is too bright. So I can try a duller one. I say yellow, it's like really green. That's way too much. Go back in here. Where are you? Now it's gonna be super green, like the whole way. Yeah, that's a really green. Maybe that's kind of the ideal we'll go with. And I think the rest of this works, but not the strap and not the flowers. So the strap we can do like that. Maybe. No, it's so obviously green here. I don't know. I think we have to do that. And these flowers here. Actually, let's change this strap to be that as well. I think we've worked our way back to what we had before. You being the pink, I don't like much, but I don't know if I have a choice, is the problem. That is better. I still don't know if I want to go with these shoes because I'm having the issue where it's too ornate at the top to be this flowery at the bottom. But if I don't go with that, I don't know what other shoe I want. Where are you? Here. Let's go past it. That's our fallback, I suppose. Our snake shoes. I thought... No. They're almost there, is the biggest annoyance that I'm feeling towards them. There is, like, star iconography. There might be something to this. I don't know, though. What's the normal color? Oh, I just changed those. Okay. None of that. Let's take off the shoes. Let's work on socks for a minute. I don't want to use those because they're from the set we're using already. Those are nice. I'm probably going to use something very similar to this because we have some that are very similar. So once I get to them, I'll probably be like, yeah, that's real good. It's interesting. This leg's going to kick up a lot. Let's actually see what this skirt does. Because this skirt might just break everything. I didn't do it in the right menu. I'm so silly. Hang on. O button. I have to do it in here to see that. We do this. And we only need to change the skirt, right? Yeah. Okay. We gotta wait for her to reappear. Honestly, her knee's not kicked up that much. We should only see a little bit of the leg, depending on when we take the photo. And we wanted to turn a little more towards the front, probably. So we'll probably see her right leg and the shoe. And that's probably all we'll be able to see. So... this foot is more important than this one. So we have to keep that in mind for socks. The design on those others aren't too bad. It's an idea. Maybe. This maybe is our top one right now. What are you? Covenant of Time. Oh, you're the new one. I don't know if I've used you for anything since I got... this is the one I was saying was similar. I think we got this as a... I feel like this was a chest reward. It's possible it was like a rand... it might have been like... no, it's not Deep Echoes because it's a 3-star. I don't remember, but I know I got that recently. That's why I felt like that was similar to something I had. I also feel like Sith, their legs are also similar. Any of you... no, this is Sith's leg. They're really scaly. What about you? Use these for everything. This is so good. Could use our Timeless Melody legs. Are these the Timeless Melody? No, these aren't. These are the ones that look just like it, right? No, these are Timeless Melody. There's another pair we have that's crossed like this. I can never remember which one's which. Don't like that. Let's take a look at Timeless Melody again. You're up a little bit. Down a little bit? Where'd you go? There you are. I have all the dyes unlocked for this. So that's kind of one of the reasons it works. So I can make you... have I bought the red yet? I haven't. Not exactly the red I want. It is hard to dye leggings. Like, exceptionally hard. And I don't want to unlock palette, because it's going to cost, like, 100 things. 26 is not bad, but for the leggings, I don't normally need that many dyes. So I prefer avoiding it. This is too pink, though. I think all of them are going to be too pink to work. That... I feel like that's even more pink, even though it's literally the other section. It's supposed to be more orange. What if we try doing that? And where's my yellows? Oh, actually, let me check what the darkest is. Black? Might not be bad. Comparing that to... that. You know what? Maybe we'll stick with that. You, though. It's not bad. Like that. And you're probably the top decoration, which we can't see. I'll make you gold just in case something happens up there. You are this part. Can you be red? And then you're probably the outline of it. You are inside of there. You can also be red. Let's see how shoes feel with this. I'm not sold on these yet, but we're trying it out. And how do I feel about the toes? Do I need them covered? Probably, because there's the very obvious toe section of the sock. Legging. That I probably want something that has an actual bottom to it. It could also be like a pretend bottom. Shoe like that. That's not good though. That's not like a terrible feel. Being zoomed out might actually help me here. Because it feels weird to float in some of these shoes. So I want to keep that in mind. I don't want to cover that much. A little too pink, but it does follow some of the theming here. It covers what I want it to cover too. Let's see how the dye on this shoe is. It is a 5-star. This looks like a deep echo piece, to be honest. Never mind, it's a Providence shoe. I would have never in a million years guessed that. This does look like Bones, which fits Providence, but... what do I have unlocked for dye? 1 evolution stage shy of the red. Can I make brown shoes? It sounds like it would look disgusting and terrible. Maybe acceptable. Maybe acceptable. What color are you normally? I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that either. Maybe? What are you? You're that there. You can be... Never mind, you die so badly. Oh my goodness. I don't even want you red. Why do you die so badly? Even the inner jewel. Like, that's close enough. Probably. Oh, heel the shoe. I kind of like with the super black. Same with the white on that. The thing on the back. That's fine. On the front. That's fine. That I like the white, actually. Actually, that is like already a gold. Something else dyed that, I feel like. I don't like this gem in the middle. The rest I think is acceptable. So we need to fix that. How is a good question. That is not going to fix anything. Probably that actually helps a lot. And do you look better red? Kinda. Let's see how this looks. It's a little much for sure. Let's see if we can over-accessorize the neck and head to make up for how bottom-heavy I am right now. So, let's do neck first. I want brown, I think. And I want something that hangs down a bit. That's kind of what I was looking for. What are you? Daughter of the Lake. Coming in clutch again? Kind of exactly what I was looking for. I'll dye this one, I think. Do you have a very pretty brown? Hard to tell what that even looks like here, but it might be close enough. I don't like that. Could you be a yellow? Not really. I don't like any of those. That's a problem. All brown, please. Let's go look at that. Because you can't zoom in enough on that menu for me to feel comfortable. Don't hate it. It might be good enough. Let's do an examination of all our colors here. I think that works. It's a little off, but I think it's acceptable enough. Probably. And the back piece... We can try to dye a little darker? Because right now it is kind of like a brown-ish red. Like a brownish pink. Let's see about that. I have already dyed this once. So what did I change? Oh, it's just, I changed this. I forgot. So the thing itself, if I want it more red, don't have the evolution, obviously. Is that better? I think that's better. Makes the gold really stand out, too. It makes me hate the arms even more than I already hated them. Like that gold there, I don't think I can fix it. I think I'm okay with all of this. Including our necklace that's literally all dyed the same color. The ring around I actually am not a fan of. I'm going to try to fix that. I don't know if that's even possible, though. I don't even know what piece you are. You are the ring. I hate all of it. That, like, green is, like, all I have. Take me back out. Honestly, I prefer that. The white little dots, I think, are that final dye in the menu that we need to adjust. This one. Are you the white dots? Legitimately no idea what's changing. Whatever piece this is, it's so tiny, I just can't even tell. So become brown. Okay. Let us move on to... let's look at hands, actually, real quick, because I forgot they existed. What happens if I click this? It's an interesting idea. I don't know. Let's just scroll through the menu for a minute, see if something jumps out at me. Because I don't have any ideas for my hands. I don't hate that. Kind of matching. The legs and the cross patterning. I do not hate that. And it gives me another ring on the finger. Are you dyeable? I have the reds. I don't know if I want the dye itself, the glove itself, to be red, though. I'm kind of okay with a black. The ring I'll deal with last. That's what I wanted. Making that red. And also that red. I think that's kind of where I'm gonna... That could be actually brighter. Do I have the other red I hate? That one? Maybe that's how I want to do that. And the ring can be yellow. Like that. I don't want white for the outer part, and I don't know what color it would be. I guess it has to be golden as well. I guess. Maybe that's what we'll go with. And while we're in that menu, put on some other rings. I don't hate that as is. It'd be enough to just put that on and nothing else. That's not the button I wanted to hit. That did not save my stuff then, did it? Weird that it doesn't ask you to save if you use that menu. Glove it's pretty close to the top. Was it you? You are not it. You actually are very similar. But I'm looking for the one that has the ring attached. It was above this, I think. No. Where are you? There you are. Okay. And then this for you and you. How did I get to the color lookbook earlier? Oh, I double clicked. Okay, I was already in the dye menu. That's probably what it was. I just want to get rid of the white. I think that's some of it. Maybe? Outer edge can dull a bit. Turns more green. Again, which is kind of the problem. I actually own yellow for this. I can yellow this. Everything else is green. This one can be actually yellow. Like that. And I'm okay with that being pink still. Let's see how much these stand out in a bad way. Not bad. They probably won't even show up because of the way my hands are positioned, but it's fine. Now, let's work on choker, because I think I do want a choker too. I really want this top to have a lot of stuff going on. Now these are the chokers that we just got for the same set as the top, so I don't want to use those necessarily. That I don't hate. What are you from? Luster Covenant. I didn't even know what that is. Oh, you're the Dragon Bone. I don't hate that. What kind of dye would I have for it? Probably from you to make gold. That's what I was looking for. One of these is going to be correct. Maybe it's that one. Might be it. Something like that. I think is what I want. No, literally just stay as you are. I like you as you are. Don't want... We're gonna go bottom to top, I suppose, here. Don't need you. None of you. None of you. I do not want back because we're gonna have our hair in the way and the fire wings. Do I want any of these? Probably not. My legs are pretty hidden, so most of the leg ones don't work. I like this. Do I like the fire more? Probably not. I do like the idea of something being here, but I think it's just too big. I don't know if I have anything that wouldn't be too big. When I used this piece before, it really sticks super, super far from the chest. And it's very noticeable how far it sticks out. You need super thick clothing to make this piece work. And I swear, you could see in the preview right there, it used to be right at chest level. And it was an amazing piece that I loved. And one of the updates, which was version 2.3? I feel like it was 2.3. Ruined this piece. For reasons I don't understand, it just moved up the chest and hasn't moved back. And I don't think it's intended because it's right there in the picture. I don't want to create like a ticket about it or something for them to either update the preview image or change the piece. But I feel like it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to. Don't need that. That's something. It's not quite what I want. Maybe that is what I want here. I don't know. I'm already using the cape. Isn't the cape from Radiant Crown? Let me check. No, you're the Providence cape. I'm being silly. Let's take a look at using it and see how I feel with dye. Dye you. That's crazy. I kind of like that, actually. No. I need yellow. No, that's not exactly what I want. The multi-layer center is interesting. And then you're the middle point. Okay, so that's how it works. It's just outer, inner, inner, inner. One of these kind of work as a middle ground. Maybe we'll throw orange in there. Maybe that helps a little. Oh, you do all those. Okay, that's interesting. We have something to work with here for sure. Maybe something like that. Maybe. Let's see how that looks out in the world. The colors are... I don't remember why that isn't saved, but I'll save it, I guess. I don't know. Did I dye it wrong? I don't know. I kind of like it. Maybe I do want to change my necklace, actually. Now that I have more stuff around it. That's very, very green. Everything is green, though. Even all this is, like, green. Rather than yellow. Listen, there's only so much I can do. Being colorblind. I kind of want my shoulders brighter, too. I know I'm literally the one who dyed them to be what they are now. We're gonna up it one tick. And then we're gonna go back to my necklace. Gonna make you a little brighter. Let's see how I feel about that. It's all green still, but it's an acceptable green to me. Now, what are we missing? Go to the bottom of the menu again. We went up. We didn't need any of this. Do I want face stuff? Could I use this again? I guess I could. It's been a while. I don't think a mask... Not with the face mask. I don't think a mask fits the theme I'm going for with the outfit as much. So I think I'll avoid the full face. And if I'm not doing that, the only other piece in here that really is jumping out at me is something like this. Which I would just dye. Maybe this one? The problem is this cuts off all of my options for makeup other than eyes, which feels really bad. But I don't know. Might be okay. We'll see for now. I'm not super sold on that. Ears, we only really need the left ear. I'm also in dye menu still. Turns out that's a right ear only. Not bad. I use that for everything. Could use the claw here. I feel like I need something a little more thematic. And I don't know what that's gonna be. I think this is what I used last time I made a fire outfit. Did I use this on my She is Wildfire equivalent? I might have. It's a little on the nose with the amount of sun theming. It's kind of what it is, I suppose. Maybe I like that more. What are you? Beaded drops. She unfolded a carefully stitched costume, separating the fibers at the kite's head and wings, and sewed in pearls as a final touch. As the clock struck twice, the elder sister cradled her script and slowly fell asleep. Swallow Whispers. What are you, Swallow Whispers? Save. Oh, you're this one. I do like this more than the Suns, I think. I just need to dye one of the colors here. I don't like that yellow. I think everything else is okay. Maybe that's enough. Let's do that. Okay. Now, final two sections here, other than makeup. Do I have any fire-themed hats? Is that a thing? That's nice. Fairy Tale Swan Mistfire. I'm in my dye menu. Hang on. What are you from, Fairy Tale Swan Mistfire? Fairy Tale Swan. That makes me think this is Arya, but does Arya have a headpiece like this? Oh, Fairy Tale Swan is the default. I kind of like the idea of this. We can get some type of accessorizing on the left is fine, but remember, we're looking at this angle here. So having this be interesting to look at is going to help. So the positioning of this is like perfect. Honestly, I might like the colors as is. Like very slight modifications. Oh, you're so bright now. I feel like you were not that bright a second ago. There we go. I was dyeing the wrong one, I guess? That's weird. This is not the piece I'm trying to dye. Hang on. Something's wrong with the dye menu on this particular piece. I think it's showing the non-glowed up one when I go to dye it. Go down here. Like that. Dye that. Quick dye. And it just swaps pieces. What is this? That's not the piece I'm dyeing. This is a different piece. This is this piece, isn't it? This is blue, this is purple, this is black. You dye it. And... why is it so white? I have to just dye it like this. I don't know. It's so weird. Like that? Maybe? I want to change the face mask yellow, by the way. And I need to get rid of that blue. And what are you? I don't know, become red. This is like the pinkish red. Because it's the orange one. Do I have the normal red? I do, actually. I have to look at that then. Never mind. Probably do that instead. And... oh, you're the webbing. I see. I want like yellow for the webbing? Like that, maybe? Maybe. And we go back here. And where did I put my face mask? Let me dye you again. What do you normally look like? I don't know. Nope. I'm getting into Greentown. Everything is green. Maybe I do darken that a little. I don't know. I think I just have to accept I can't dye any of this stuff yellow, because yellow dye doesn't exist. How does this piece not have a single bit of yellow anywhere? Where are we at? We're at this. Okay. That scheme not saved. Don't save it. I didn't change anything. I mean, that's cool and all. What are you from? You're from the Luster Covenant again? Luster Covenant... is that? I know we literally just looked at this. Isn't that Dragon Master? Yes. I'm already using a piece of Dragon Master, so I don't really want to use this too. Now, I don't know if we actually even need anything, is one concern here. Because it is already pretty highly accessorized. Too many themes there. Something on my forehead would be nice, I think. My hair's so thick that most forehead things aren't going to show well. Don't I have a red halo? I haven't used this in like a million years. We can try again here. None of you are dyed, right? I think the reason I haven't dyed them is because they don't dye well. But... let's take a look. You can only have the pink red. Maybe? Honestly, does that being black ruin anything? I've been fighting to keep black off the outfit. So I've been purposely dyeing away all the black I found. So having the black be the halo and the gloves might be okay. Now, I am having the issue with the forehead, though. That I'm not a fan of what's going on with that right now. Get me into the makeup. So, I was thinking, I want one of my makeups that has something happen. If I had this but red, that's other side. I need it other side. It's like almost correct. Maybe that is what I go with. Jade deer form. My deer makeup strikes again. I want really dark eyelashes. Ooh, do I deer eyelash? It adds more interest up here. I have another double up, don't I? I thought I recently got another eyelash. Or did I almost pull on one and then decide not to? I think that's what happened. So maybe I will double deer makeup that. I'm not gonna deer eye, though. Let's get eyes first. Maybe. I have to be careful because there's eyes I love that just don't fit the theme. What are you from? Oh, you're Wildfire, aren't you? Yeah, you have the effect even. I forgot you had the effect. Maybe we will go with that. And the Wildfire there. Maybe that's fine. Maybe. And I think that's my darkest red still. It's not as shiny as this is, though. So we'll put the shiny on to see if it pokes through it all. Let's see how we feel about this fully out here. And then we'll begin the painstakingly long process of moving every one of these pieces over. For our 3-hour episode here of just looking at the new stuff. So, the process will go hair 90, outerwear 20. So 90, 20, top. Into ability. In here. I'm gonna nuke everything, even though I have to redo. I won't. You have to redo the makeup. It's fine. 90. And no dress. It's this at 20. With that dye. Thing at the top with red dye. The bottom's here, just as is. Now, save that. Save that. We go back to here. Socks are... Where are you, Mr. Socks? Socks are 85. I missed it. My eyes are like burning looking at the screen this much. For this long. 85, 30. 85, 30, 70. Back in here. 85. That. Then 30. I don't remember what my shoes looked like this. And this was like 70. That. Does that look correct? I think so. Save. Save. Oh, wrong. Hat. So 10. And 10, 50, top. Go back in. In here. 10. Died. 50. Died. And this is at the top. It's right there. Died like that. And what are we on now? We have top. 25, 50. Top 25, 50 top. Back in. I think it was here. For top. Uh-oh. That's not what you like to see. This is two mistake dies. We're going to do that and come back. That broke my brain. I lost track of where I was. I think this was 25. I think this was 50. To you? This one. To you. No. Which mask was it? Was it you? That's what it was, I think. And you're on top. Let's figure out what is going on with that. Because we did have that weird thing pop up where it was asking us to, like, re-dye it or something. So something didn't save properly when we were messing with it. So we gotta make sure it's okay. I'm on option 2, whatever that even means. I think that means nothing, right? Maybe we just do no dye on that. Was the problem that it was too bright? Hang on. I feel like we had a problem. We wanted to re-dye it. I don't know. Everything else is so bright around it. It's just so green. It's probably supposed to be green. It's probably like the point of it. Let me get back to you. Are you called like... No, you're called Blaze. There, just be undyed. You're fine. Now, what are we on? We did that. So I have 2 rings, 1 dyed, and that should be it. Go back in. Other than makeup, obviously. 2 rings with the second one dyed. And the makeup should be carried over. We'll double check once this ends. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Getting my actual photo thing here. Mr. Firebird. I'll take it. Now, because we're going to be zoomed out a bit, I don't think we've run into the issue with this. We've run into the issue with making sure that's down when we take the photo. But that should be okay. So, let's go up to our spot, try to re-get into the good position. Which is between, like, this pole here. So I think we go on top of this, and then we get our camera in here. And we're going to walk around a bit to kind of, like, redo our position a lot to make it work. I think I want to be a little to the left compared to where I am now. Not that far. Like, face this, maybe? Let's activate it and see how our motion goes, because I don't think I can rotate myself when I'm like this. Take a sip of my drink as we're waiting. And I think it was this set of flowers, leaves, that we put ourselves in. We'll mess with focal length and all that in a second. I want to be higher up, so maybe like that. Is that the angle I want? I want to be closer, I think, actually. Let's move closer. And then maybe I can go more like here if I'm closer. So yeah, step forward a bit. So let's end this. And we're going to step forward like towards the camera here. That's, I think, too high. It's possible I could take another step forward and try to go down the branch, but we get into a weird situation. Okay, Momo was struggling for a second there. Something like... over, like, more this way? Like that? I can let Nikki be more of the shot there. Like that. Is this the right angle for me? This is a practice shot I'm taking. I like that. I think that works. Do I like it down here? I might want to go up a little with the bottom of the camera to cut out the log there. And out to get leaves back in, maybe? Something like this. I think I do like that better. Okay, now let's actually do some photograph messing around stuff. Okay, the fire obviously really pops with subtle mist, which is great, because I love subtle mist. That's crazy. Ooh. Sunny Day does a lot, too. I really like how bright the fire is for a subtle mist, though. Any of you do anything? Ooh, Tranquil Coastline as well. Why do the ones I love work so perfectly for everything? I could probably mess with sliders a bunch to make the leaves a little better here. But let's look at this. And then the leaves, I think, still look pretty good. So, lighting. Soft Veil, Vivid Aurora. No. No. Soft Veil Glow, I think, just works. Like that. Now, I do want a more vignette than usual, I think. Let's mess with shadows, because they're going to be important with the fire. Like that. Highlights. This is a complicated one for me. Maybe there. Ooh, saturation's crazy here. I think I actually saturation up a smidge. We really want this fire to be burning. Contrast? Maybe we contrast down a smidge. And then maybe with the contrast down, I actually up vignette even more. And then up brightness a little. Now, we're gonna take a couple here to try to find, like, the face I want the most, which I think is maybe right after that or the down. That. I think that's the face I want. Is there anything I don't like about this particular version of the photo? I don't think so. This, I think, works. I want all the background detail, so I didn't change the focal length. There's probably blings in the picture somewhere. No NPCs, no collectibles, no Eurekas. I forgot about Eurekas again. Honestly, I'm fine without them. Yeah, I want aperture. The focal length, I want right where it is because we'll mess up everything. Let's try to take the same photo again, but just in case, we'll remove the yellow dots. No, I want the mask a little further down. I accidentally pressed it. Okay, we're gonna take 1,000,000 here. Hang on. I think she might look at the camera there, but it's not. No, there's like one frame right before that where he fully looks down. That might be it. We're gonna take a couple more and then I'll try to figure out which one has the mask in the spot I want. No, it's like one frame before that. Come on. I think that's it. Do I feel comfortable saying one of the ones I selected is correct? I think so. I think we exit. Okay. Does this work even if I'm fully informed? That works. Okay, if you ever want to exit a Whimsicality, just open the banner. There's probably other buttons that do that same thing. Let me get back out of my outfit. Put back on event. Let's look through our photos and pick our favorite. So, this is the one I think is correct. Yes, I like that down a little more. The mask is too high. Way too high. It's not bad, but it probably has blings. That's really good. That first one was amazing. I think the new framing actually was worse than the initial framing. Like this shot there, the really low one, I really like. It's just I don't like that down there. Do I go with it anyway, though? Because it's the same settings, I think. I don't know. The light at the top is nice. I think the light up here actually adds a lot. Oh yeah, here's the real fire settings. I think we just use our newest one. Oh, here's photo number 1. I think we use this. I think we send it. Oh, while we're in here, let's just make sure nothing new in the friend side. Level 100s? Frankie, no. Luna, no. And Shroom family, hello. Nikki, I finally made up my mind. I'm following the call of the stars to create something truly legendary, an outfit fit for the envoy of stars. But for a masterpiece like this, I need a starlight garment that's out of this world. What should I weave into the fabric to make it truly shimmer like the galaxy? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Fluorescent materials or reflective materials? Probably fluorescent. How about fluorescent fibers? They give off this soft, ethereal glow in the dark, just like distant stars scattered across the midnight sky. It perfectly captures that Envoy of Stars vibe. A literal glow. That's exactly what I've been dreaming of. If I can infuse the Starlight garment with an undying radiance, everything else will pale in comparison. As decided. Fluorescent it is. Thank you, Nikki. I love getting experience for everyone when they're already level 10. And that's it for that. We can go into the thing now and submit our picture. Enter contest. With you. We have to actually read the thing to make a description. Crimson echoes. Even if the past is turned into fragments, those scarlet embers still burn in the depth of memory. When the recurring cycles to protect the illusory yet precious moment, she is willing to offer everything. So it's about memory, cycles, and remembering things. Something like, I'll never let... Something like that here. Let's open this. This is our rough draft. I'll never let The sacrifices and struggles of the Titans be forgotten. Something like that. I'll never let the sacrifices and struggles of the Titans be forgotten. Maybe that's enough? Probably? Is everything spelled right? Sacrifices. Forgotten, I think, has 2 T's. Listen, I'm a big spell check girly. I use it for literally everything. Don't read the descriptions of my videos. They're, even with spell check, I miss like 10 spelling mistakes per time. Submit entry. Submission successful. We have officially entered my submission. There we go. It is very, very rough that they're giving us 1 day to enter every time. I really wish they had like a 3-day entry period. It hurts, but let's go sit next to Alison to end this. Very, very long episode. Boneyard. Where are you, Alison? You're over here, right? I can teleport to this. It's 2 hours, 45-ish minutes. Very long. And I have to edit it, which means it's going to be like 4 hours to render. So I'm probably going to start the editing and then go to bed here. Hello, hello. Alison, I have returned. Okay. Wait, I saw that. Oh! It's the Final Fantasy girly. Aerith? Is that her name? I played Final Fantasy VII. I just don't remember her name. Is it Aerith? I think so. Where'd you get this banner? Oh, is that the knight banner? I thought you had to ride a horse to hold up the banner as the knight. Interesting. Maybe you can, as an option, to do it just on the ground? Very cute, though.
The wind carries stories from afar, along with lingering thoughts.
It is time
to fade.
To end our episode. Does this work? It pretty much works. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's going to be photos with all of the Twin Moon Kingdom girls with hugs. There's going to be more hugs than you could ever believe have existed in the history of hugs. For now, though, we're not worrying about that. For now, I'm finally going to go ahead and go. Bye.